All right. Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to today's Monday midday meditation. And as always, I am so glad that you are here, that you joined us today, that you chose to take the opportunity to break the momentum of your day, to interrupt that momentum, interrupt that um, flow of activity, interrupt the flow of even energy that you were engaged in before you got here. So that in that interruption, in this interruption, you can connect with um, your inner self, inner guidance, inner intuition, which might sound like a lofty goal, but actually it's quite simple, and it begins with the pause. And, over the last couple weeks, I've been really breaking down this idea of the pause and the powerfulness of the pause for you. And we've got there in different ways, looking at kind of the grand, big pause, the breaks that you take, the stopping, like I was saying at the beginning, stopping the flow of what you were engaged in order to break the cycle. And then we're getting a little bit more refined. Last week, we talked about just these connections that we create when we stop that cycle within the body, the mind, the spirit, the energy. And up until this point, while we have been gathering today, gathering on Mondays to do this together, and of course, this is a wonderful vehicle within which you can practice, and a wonderful vehicle through which you can um, recreate that connection and recreate this field or this space for that inner connection, those um, those whispers, that inner intuition, that inner wisdom to surface. Or put another way, we break the flow, we break the cycle so that you can actually hear it. So it's quiet enough that you can actually hear what's happening within. And so today I'm going to break it down even further, because while we can create this here, my goal is always to give you tools that you can do and access every day, every moment, so that it's not just about what happens here on Mondays, but it's about what you carry forward into your day, into your week. And then we're just building on that practice when we arrive here together. So if you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes and to settle in, get nice and comfortable in your seat. And when I say comfortable in your seat, I mean get nice and relaxed, just supported. You're in this upright position. And even if you're not, even if you're reclined, that's okay. I want you to still kind of feel or witness or bring your attention to those places where you are supported, where your body is supported. So that as we bring our attention to it, we can release the effort that we might be holding. And we can allow ourselves to be supported so that the body and the mind and your energy is not focused on kind of holding you upright. And then we bring our attention to the breath. Just notice the flow of the breath. Not worried about creating extra effort around it, just beginning to witness it, tuning within to witness it. And just feeling the flow. And as we witness it, The breath, the movement of the breath. You might start to notice places that you're even holding effort with that. In the belly, in the chest, in the throat. And we can release the extra effort and be supported. The energy will flow. The energy will flow effortlessly if we allow it, if we give it that space. And so too, then, as we notice the body, as we bring our awareness to the breath, we create that bit of space between the busyness of the mind, maybe the emotions, all of the patterns of thought, the things that you were working on before, the things that you might be coming back to after. We've created a bit of space so that your thoughts can settle as well into the support in the body, the support in the breath, the support of the energy. So too, allow your mind to just notice, be aware of that support, so that just for this time together, you can relax that extra effort that's happening there. And just take a few breaths, just like this. Okay. And as we are together, just like this, being supported, I want to share with you a very quick and easy way to reconnect with your inner wisdom, that internal guidance. And with that, continuing this exploration of the power of the pause. So, as you are here, as you are supported, as you are open, the energy is flowing, a little bit more freedom. You released a little extra effort, just creating within you this openness, this receptivity, because we've released or we are practicing this release of the extra effort. Now, I want you to bring your awareness back to your breath, back to the rising and the fall of the breath. And I'm going to give you a little practice to do. We're going to create a bit of effort around the breath just for a moment, then we'll release it again. But I want you to take a nice, big, full inhale. And then a long, slow, complete exhale. And then a nice, big, full inhale. A nice, long, slow exhale. And you can do that a couple more times, just at your own pace, letting that feeling of the long, slow inhale, the full, complete exhale, just kind of build. Maybe 2 or 3 more times. And now, when you inhale, nice big long inhale, I want you to pause at the top, brief little pause, and then begin your exhale. When you hit the bottom of your exhale, I want you to take a brief little pause and then begin your inhale. So inhale, pause, exhale, pause. Inhale, pause, exhale, pause. You can practice that a few times. And as you continue to practice this, I want to draw your attention. So I want you to inhale, pause, and then exhale, pause. And in that pause, see if you can notice that little bit of momentum, that little bit of the process of respiration attempting to take you to that next step. Inhale, pause. You can feel that momentum building, asking you, inviting you to into the exhale. And at the bottom of the exhale, the same thing will happen. That bit of momentum, that building, that draws you, prompts you to the inhale. Can you see it? Can you feel it? Okay, now I want you to release that breath. Just let it go, let it relax, because I don't want you to get it's not a practice in getting lightheaded. Just let the breath now come back to its own natural rhythm and movement and cadence. You see, even when you allow the breath to return to its own natural rhythm and cadence, that little pause, right? It still exists between the inhale and the exhale, between the exhale and the inhale. It's always there. It's this point in transition, always. You complete the cycle of inhalation, and then you're pulled into the cycle of exhalation. We inhale, we exhale. This pause is always there. And as we go deeper with that, in that pause that's always there, and you felt it, that natural momentum, your inner wisdom, the inner wisdom of the processes within you to move to that next step. The right next step after the inhalation is the exhalation. And when you stop the flow, you can feel it. You can feel that momentum, that building into the next step, the next appropriate step, the right thing to do. And it's the only choice. It's the only best choice. We don't follow an inhale with another inhale with another inhale with another inhale. We don't follow an inhale with, this long, prolonged pause. We don't follow the inhale and you wonder what the right next step is. The right next step is always the exhale. And the same thing is true of the exhale. The right next step is always the inhale. Your natural intelligence, that inner wisdom, is in you, is within you. And sometimes we just forget about it because it happens so naturally. Now that you are moving back into this regular breath, right? The breath is kind of moving with its own rhythm and cadence, already flowing from that natural intelligence within you. And that is with everything. And so as we get ready to complete and come to the end of our Monday midday meditation this week, I want you, before you go back moving into your next thing, give yourself this pause, give yourself this time, spend a few more moments in this inner stillness to allow your best next thing, the most appropriate thing to come forward for you with as much clarity and calm and ease as the wisdom of the inhalation and the wisdom of the exhalation. The power is within you. And until we meet again, my friends, I wish you a beautiful rest of your Monday. Namaste.